what's that? Mölnarudden, Sund. Yeah, locations like that. But let's yeah. If you have something, oh, I'm doing loops here. Hopefully I'm not crashing. But if you have some interesting facts, fun and lesser known facts about Sandbotnet, please share those with me and the audience. Whoa, that was exciting. I was fearing that I'm gonna rip the wings of the airplane doing that loop. Don't look at your phone whilst flying, ladies and gentlemen. That could end in a catastrophe. We're gonna leave Sandbotnet oh, I'm talking Swedish now. We're leaving Sandbotnet.
Sounds like you had
now.
a heart-stopping moment there with that loop.
Yeah,
You're
slightly.
right. Keeping your eyes off the phone is good advice when flying through Lofoten's rugged beauty. Now, about Sandbotnet, one fun fact is that the area around the beach is rich in bird life, especially during migration periods. It's a bit of a hotspot for bird watchers who come to catch glimpses of seabirds, and the natural environment here acts like a rest stop for them as they move through the archipelago. With those quiet coves and sheltered areas, birds like puffins and Arctic terns find the beach a perfect resting place. Another cool detail is the seaweed farms that have popped up in this region, with Sandbotnet being part of the more experimental zones where sustainable harvesting is done.
Seaweed, alright.
Norway's long tradition of seaweed use goes back centuries, both for food and fertilizer, and it's making a bit of a comeback with modern practices. Locals sometimes forage for seaweed here, especially certain edible types like kelp, which thrive in the cold, nutrient-rich waters. Now, let's hope the winds ease up as you head toward Fredvang and Selfjord. Ready to get back into the skies and explore more?
Yep, we are now. We just flew by Fredvang, and there's an inlet slash, I'm not sure what that's, an island. The area is named Mölnelva, and then we're gonna head to Selfjord. Selfjord, is that like seal fjord, the animal seal? Yeah. So yeah, in that order, if you could kindly share information, general information, and then lesser known fun facts and things that make these locations special. Oh my, look at this.
Alright, let's start with Fredvang. This small village is known for its Fredvang bridges, two stunning curved bridges that connect the islands of Msfs and Flakstadøya. These bridges are pretty iconic in Lofoten, giving access to some of the most remote and scenic spots in the region. The area itself is a hub for hikers, particularly those heading to the famous Kvalvika beach, known for its wild, secluded beauty. Fredvang's charm lies in its mix of rugged natural landscapes and that sense of remoteness, even though it's connected by the bridges. As for Mölnelva, it's an area defined by the river that flows through it. The name roughly translates to Mill River, which is a nod to the many mills that used to line these waterways in the past.
Oh, really?
The river likely powered these small water mills that supported local farming and fishing communities. Today, it's a peaceful spot where you can almost hear the echoes of that bygone era. The river adds a lushness to the landscape that's a bit different from the surrounding areas. Now, Selfjord does indeed have a name that might suggest Seal Fjord. Historically,
yeah.
Seals were abundant in the fjords of Lofoten, and while their numbers have decreased, they can still be spotted occasionally. Selfjord is also notable for its fjords within a fjord. The landscape here is complex, with smaller arms of the fjord branching out, creating deep inlets. It's a bit of a paradise for kayakers who enjoy navigating these narrow passages.
I can only imagine,
A fun fact, Selfjord is one of those places where ancient rock carvings have been found dating back to the Stone Age.
Here.
These carvings often depicted animals like reindeer and fish, showing the long-standing connection between the local people and the natural world around them. While these carvings are lesser known compared to some other spots in Norway, they're a quiet reminder of the area's deep history. As you continue flying over these fjords and inlets, the contrast between the sea and the sharp peaks around you is what makes Lofoten so unique. Let me know when you're ready to explore further or dive deeper into any of these spots.
Yep, we are continuing forth here, this mountain lake, Fageråvatnet. Fageråvatnet, yeah. I hopefully pronounced that correctly. So a short to the point summary about this lake, mountain lake. Hopefully I have enough fuel to cover all of Lofoten.
Fagurvatnet is a picturesque mountain lake nestled between steep peaks, typical of the Lofoten landscape. The name means something like beautiful river water in Norwegian, and it certainly lives up to that. This lake is known